In the Biosyn Valley forest, a Brachiosaurus walks along. This Brachiosaurus is feasting on the trees. She may seem large, but she's a juvenile. And juveniles are vulnerable to predators. The reason she's not in an adult herd is because adult herds of Brachiosauruses do not allow juveniles. And then the reason in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, the Brachiosaurus came back for a baby one was because something was wrong with her brain. Of course, because the juveniles are so prone to be attacked by predators, she always has to be on the lookout for predators. This is an Atrociraptor. Biosyn cloned 5 of them: Ghost, Red, Panthera, and Hax. Pax here is the 5th Atrociraptor. She wasn't intelligent enough to follow the killing commands, so she was released into the valley and is on her own. She's been stalking the Brachiosaurus all day. The Brachiosaurus is distracted. The Brachiosaurus' thin skin isn't thick enough to handle an attack from an Atrociraptor. And the Atrociraptor knows it. The Brachiosaurus was saved by a male Stegosaurus.
Mix it up and come and go.
The Atrociraptor has a bad injury in its side, but she will heal and be okay. This Stegosaurus is the father of 2 juveniles. He's showing them where good feeding spots are. The Brachiosaurus decides to stay around the Stegosauruses. But the Stegosaurus doesn't want to share his feeding grounds. And he shoos the Brachiosaurus away. Brachiosaurus is forced to leave the jungle and out into the open, where she's more vulnerable. And she's even more vulnerable with her wounds on her sides. And the Atrociraptor knows it. In the Biosyn Valley, it's 102 degrees. and the Brachiosaurus needs to get water. The Brachiosaurus drinks from the stream. Normally this stream is bigger, but because of the heat, it's smaller. Warning, the attack comes. The Atrociraptor, who's now dirty, tired, and hungry, retreats. Brachiosaurus lets out a call of triumph. And starts to feed again. Her blood is clotted, and her injuries will heal, and she'll grow up to be a strong, healthy adult Brachiosaurus. Two Compsognathus rest in the shade of a tree. Little do they know they're being watched. Pax finally gets her meal. The Brachiosaurus wanders back into the forest. This is an Allosaurus. Except this Allosaurus isn't fully grown. It's a juvenile. And this juvenile is hungry. And he has been stalking his prey. This Gallimimus is lost. His flock was spooked by a pack of velociraptors, and he ran into the forest, and now he's lost. Allosaurus starts to eat the dead Gallimimus. This is a Giganosaurus, one of the largest carnivores in the Biosyn Valley, and he smelled blood. The Allosaurus didn't want to get injured in a fight over the dead carcass, so he left. The Allosaurus must find new prey, since the Giganosaurus took his other. Suddenly in the air, there's the smell of blood. Three baby velociraptors happily munch on the carcass of a dinosaur the adults had finished eating. Meanwhile, the adults are off hunting for more food for themselves and their youngsters, while one, who is camouflaged, keeps watch. The male juvenile Allosaurus now rests in the shade. He has eaten the entire velociraptor carcass. Well, the carcass the velociraptors hunted and then killed.